Barely even know how to turn a wrench. No, I'm kidding. Today we have a pretty awesome video. We've got the Ranger out here in the garage. I know what you guys are thinking, another garage video, but it is what it is. It's that time of year. Anyways, if you guys excuse the mess we got going on around in here, but we have an HCR long travel kit that's powder coated in Dragon's Blood Red. Awesome color. I'm excited to throw it on there. I think it'll match up with the dirty burgundy metallic we got going on the Ranger. Anyways, we've got the Ranger already on jack stands. We'll just have to tear off the wheels, tear off the A-arms, and keep going. So we got some Summer Brothers replacement axle shafts. We'll be retaining the factory axle cups or axle ends, whichever way you want to call it, or whatever you want to call it. But we'll be throwing these Summers Brothers, I can't talk. We'll be throwing these Summers Brothers axle shafts in, and I've never rebuilt an axle before, so this is gonna be kind of interesting. Also, I lost the instructions for this like 2 months ago when I got the kit. So, I don't know what I'm doing. We've got a mess going on here. It's taken a little bit more than I thought to get just one side undone. I guess I didn't really look at it that close. We had to take the exhaust off just so we could get this bolt out, because the exhaust sits about, well, you can't really see, probably about like right there. So it's barely enough to get a wrench on there to get it off, let alone when you gotta get this whole bolt to slide out. So we had to take the muffler off, but that's not that big a deal. I mean, it's just 2 bolts and a couple springs. This is a spring tool from Snap-on. Well worth it. There's the part number, I guess, if you want. It's got a cool end on it. Works great for just grabbing onto the spring, pulling on it. I use it a lot for when I had snowmobiles. I've gotten everything pulled off except for the top shock bolt. I think I might have to move the bed to get to it. But it really hasn't been too bad so far. I mean, it's just a lot more to take apart than what I was thinking. Try and get this front end tackled, so we'll go ahead and pull the, shock out, sway bar, just kind of like the rear, but this time we have to deal with the tie rod. So that might be a little tricky. I haven't pulled one off of a Ranger before. I've done it on a Razor, which is kind of what we're replacing it with. So really crossing my fingers here, that it'll go smoothly, and then getting this front axle out. But should be all pretty straightforward and easy, other than I just remembered we do have to pull, I think we have to pull the winch as well as the whole front bumper here. So it looks like this bumper's pretty easily bolted on. Yeah, we're gonna have to pull the winch to get to this bolt right in that little hole. But anyways, looks like the bumper's just held on by 4 bolts, just one here, and then one right there and one on the other side. So we'll just go ahead and get this bumper pulled off. I pulled the winch lead through. In normal Polaris fashion, they have screwed up how the wires are in. So there's a little pocket right here that it can come out of, or over here, and well, quite frankly, I really don't know how this is supposed to be ran, but there's a bunch of wire that's all zip tied up out of the way over here, and this isn't sitting flush. You know how it should sit like this? It doesn't. We're here, we're gonna go ahead and fix it. But anyways, while I do that, I'll tell you, since I'm down here, we'll just go ahead. We had to pull the winch for these 2 bolts right here for the upper control arm, and the bumper we had to pull for these lower ones. You can't see that one, but same spot on the other side. There we go. I got a call to go load a semi right after I filmed that last clip. So we're just gonna go ahead, since it's dark outside, we're just gonna go ahead and assemble the bushings in the rear arms and see if maybe we can get them thrown on. Obviously we have to have the axles to finish. That's to get the wheels mounted. So anyways, obviously we have to get the axle swapped over still, but we can just go ahead and get the rear arms put on and I really should invest in a rubber mallet. Come on. I don't remember. Yeah, this is right. They want to smack it with the metal part, but I know that's not right. So. Which side does this hammer have like some fiberglass poking through it or something? So I just realized I forgot to pull this, you can kind of see right there. I forgot to pull this bolt, screw, whatever you want to call it, right there that holds this brake line. So it's a little tight right now, as you can see. So I'll go ahead and grab that. I bet it's just a torque. So I'm just... Okay, so I was trying to put the passenger side together, and I could not for the life of me get the lower A-arm in. Well, I started noticing, see if you guys can see it in here. Started noticing that there's this weird chip and this kind of weird ring wore into it. And I doubt you guys can really tell, but maybe if you look real close, you can kind of see how it's dished out a little bit right here. It's kind of same on this side. And oh god, you can kind of see the paint cracking a little bit there, but I mean you can really see it on that one, obviously. Over here, no, look at that. It's all worn down right here. It was missing one of these spacers that goes in there. So, I had it on this side, as you can tell right there. Completely missing it, so. So I guess we've got a porta power at the farm, so I might go grab that tomorrow, maybe wedge it in there and see if maybe I can spread that mount apart a little bit. I don't want to spread the mount apart. I guess I just want to get that dish out of there. I guess that'll do it for tonight. Didn't realize this video is gonna drag on that long, but anyways, we'll go ahead and get this done. We'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. Did end up getting this passenger side installed. I got the arms on. So last time we talked, this was pulled in because we were missing a bushing of the OEM arm. Oddly enough, this thing's not that old. But anyways, we went ahead and got this thrown on there. Right now everything's just, full droop. We don't even have the axles on. We'll go ahead and get the shocks on once we get the front A-arms on as well. And we'll be on our way. Time-lapse footage didn't work, but anyways, I had to get in here with this little Dremel and a disc to clean up the powder coat so that the ball joint can sit down flush against the steel. You can't have the powder coat in between there. I've tried this before when I was a lot younger, and you try and put the snap ring back on, it won't work. So you have to just clean the powder coat back up. It's one of the steps you got to do, I guess, after you get stuff powder coated. I mean, plugs that they use are only so good. I mean, they don't have a mock-up ball joint in there or whatever. So it's nothing against them. It's just kind of one of them things you got to do. I think every powder coat has the same issue. So this one was my first one. You can see it's a little bit rougher. Anyways, we'll go ahead and clean up this side and then we'll go ahead and clean up this side so that we can get the snap ring on, and then probably clean up on the inside a little bit with a sanding disc. We can knock out the ball joints from this OEM A-arms and get them thrown on here and get these A-arms on there, actually. Much disappointment. My upper A-arms, I assume, are built wrong. I've already got a hold of HCR, so far they're making it right. We've cleaned out all the powder coat in there, both of them, and well, you can see this old boy doesn't fit in there at all. It's like 3 millimeters too big. We've went through the calipers and everything. I sent a bunch of pictures to HCR. So hopefully they'll make it right, and we'll be able to get some new arms powder coated or send these off and get them fixed. I don't know what their plans are. I'll keep you guys updated. Anyways, I think we're gonna end the video here. I'd like to get this video out there, so I guess this will be a part 1, and we'll do a part 2, modding the axles to put the new axle bars in, and hopefully installing some new upper A-arms. So make sure you guys, stick around for part 2. We'll see you guys in the next one.